Okay, today we have a Hitachi. I thought this was a Toshiba. 53FDX20B, which is a large screen TV. And it says it's Hitachi here, but oddly enough, the back panel on this says, no, it does say Hitachi. So my Hitachi tools get to work on a Hitachi TV today. So we're going to start tearing this apart on the bed of the truck, and parts of this, the MDF parts, will all go in my fire bin over there. The plastic will get recycled, and the electronics, of course, will get recycled. Tools today. We've got the Metabo HPT 36 volt impact driver, and the Metabo HPT 3.6 volt screwdriver. These are Hitachi products. HPT actually stands for Hitachi Power Tools. Metabo Hikoki Koki bought out Hitachi Power Tools and couldn't use the Hitachi name anymore, so they had to rebrand it. They rebranded it Metabo HPT because they also own Metabo, the German company, and HPT just symbolizes Hitachi Power Tools. That's in North America. In everywhere else in the world, it's Hitachi Koki, yeah, they're just real good tools. I've had real good luck with them. And the 36 volt ones, they have an AC/DC adapter, so you can actually run off of 110 volt power if you need to for the 36 volt tools, which comes in real handy in a lot of situations. I may have to run back in the house for other tools, but I'll take you guys offline for that. Oh, and these are actually a U.S. company now because Koki Holdings was bought by KKR, which is a U.S. company. But of course, they're still made in China for the most part. Okay. I got a feeling I'm going to need a sledge later too. Looks like we're going to need a 1/4 inch or thereabouts. And I've got chicken on the on the griddle over there. And I've got a neighbor who's having some work done on a shed, so you'll hear that in the background. Those will need to come off before this can come out upright. All the way. And of course the nippers. So of course the back side of this, there'll be a small board in there with a few chips and some copper spools on it. I'm not putting this back together. I don't have to be too gentle. Another little board for the input-output information. A little bit more input-output. Okay, and this is what I was after, which is the type that has the 3 individual picture tubes in it. So I've been wanting to work on one of these. Tear it down and see what I can find in it. There's power cord. Power board, transformer, some other copper bearing elements. Looks like we've got a couple of relays, some MOSFETs. Decent board. It looks like I'm going to have to stand this up before I can do much else to it. Yep, I'm going to have to get it into a better position to work. I was hoping to do most of this in the truck. Move these screws across the back here. I think this has been worked on at least once before because that screw right there was missing. Actually, I'm not sure it was. But I think I'm going to have to get it out of here because I can't get in here deep enough with my arm. To get the rest of these boards out. There's another screw there. A couple more screws in there. Okay, I gotta check chicken. Okay, I moved it to the top of my table. A little sketchy, but since it's on casters, but seems to be better there. I think I'm going to have to depopulate wires before I go any further. Get them out of the way so that I can see better. Hopefully I'm not going to run you guys into the top of this case too many times. I think I just did once. this around to there. These are the lowest of low grade wires I've ever seen that feed the cathode on the tube. Dogs are jumping in the truck, having a good time. A little handful of wires loose. Let's go up into that section. Let's go into that section. These all go into that. Let's see if we can get that piece out and see what's behind it. First big piece of plastic out. Most of these appear to go to the tubes. And I think the easiest way is going to be to remove this. There are a couple of screws missing, so this may have actually been opened before. Bailey's calling. Let me go check on her. Think, Misha. You got them all in there? Yeah, Misha. Careful with that because that'll have the mirror in it. The other thing I wanted out of this was the big Fresnel lines. So that's a good thing to get out. Now we'll go after this though. Let's go here. No, I'm going to have to do this. So these TVs work by having a tube that projects red, blue, and green. Back in my day, these were considered the epitome of home televisions. One thing is for sure, you did not want to have to move it once you got it into your house. Going to pick this thing up, they had it down in their basement, and that was a nightmare because they did not have a walkout. Okay, I'm just going to cut wires. My chicken's almost done, so I'm going to have to go eat lunch here in a few minutes. Get it off the fire. One wire there. Small board up here. Must be a backlight or something. Let's see how they're holding those in. Those look like they may come off the front. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, I've got to take a break, take my chicken off, and get lunch. Okay, I pulled the front speaker cover off. It was just, you know, it's got some kind of a fitment on there for it. Those wheels look odd. We got more light back here now, which will be helpful. Oh, whole trace coming out now. Good. Haha. So it's got that main board off. There we go. So it's got the main board. We got a larger transformer here, another one there, a couple of other little copper bearing items. Big chip. We'll have to get into these and see what's in there. MOSFET with a nice heat sink. Another heat sink over here. So there's probably some big time MOSFETs over there. A couple more here. A couple more here. A couple more here. Here. One on the back there. So MOSFETs are the heat sinks are all plate aluminum. We'll have to get into this box as well and see what's in there. But at least some interesting stuff to find and go through. Okay, let's get that board off. Another small board. That's actually got better heat sinks on it. Okay, so now we've just down to these guys. We got one more board there, it looks like, which will probably be the control board for the front. These guys are pretty dang heavy in this one unit. And I can't get to it that way. Okay, I see how these come out now. Dang. They're glued in somehow. Number ones, they are not wanting to come off for that. Something else is holding it in there. Like some very fine wire there. Don't really see anything else holding it in. Go get my pry bar and I'll try and get these edges off. These guys, oh, we can get to the front here, okay. speakers are just shred. Yes, there's a magnet in them. Yes, there's a tiny bit of copper, but it's just shred. I do have that one speaker from the 50s I need to take apart. Curious how that one's put together, because it may have a bit more copper. And there's that board. One more here. Okay, so now we got access to these guys. Those wires on board. So we'll get 3 yokes out of this. So they'll be small yokes, but they're 3 yokes and whatnot. Okay, looks like we got all the things for the screen right here too. Peaches. gotten every screw that I can see. Won't be able to get those until I can get that out of the way. There we go. Be careful setting that down so I don't break the whatchamadoos. And the rest of this is we got screws on the front there. Hopefully they're Phillips. I think that's all the electronics out of it now. It's just the only other thing that I want to try and save out of it is the frontal lens on it, which I haven't been able to figure out how to get it out yet. I can see down here that it's got screws along the front, but I haven't figured out how to get it out. And I'm about to the point where I'm about to push it off this thing. Yep, I do believe that's where I am. Hopefully I don't break it when I do this. Did not break. And admittedly, I just want the frontal lens just because I want to play with it. See what the focal length is on it and see if I can use it for anything. This will be steel. Hopefully these shorter pieces I may be able to use brackets for things.
There it is. And it is adhered to the screen itself, so we'll have to cut those apart. But let's see what we got, if anything, here. Definitely working. Anything to get these out with at the moment, so we'll just have to dump them. Another big piece of plastic. Who are you barking at, Sophia? So the rest of this is really just going into the burn barrel. A little bit of wire left on this one. And we got a little bit of steel left on this one too. Now that's burn barrel. Plastic with some more steel clips. These guys I won't worry about because I don't feel like going in and getting a wrench for them. I'll fish them out once the fire is out. I can pull all those out.
I'll finish pulling these apart a little later. Get the particle board in the burn barrel and the screws and whatnot will go in. That's just plastic now. Okay, your plastic. You. Be a little careful with because you still have the mirror attached. And I was trying to be so careful with the mirror from the last one, and I went and opened the door one day and I broke it. Honestly, I'm surprised they even used glass mirrors with these things. Making a mirror with a plastic backing would have probably worked just as well. And been a heck of a lot lighter and less prone to breakage. I mean, they're nice mirrors, but it's not like they're first surface mirrors, which are mirrors where the aluminum reflective surface has been put onto the front of the mirror so that there is no distortion from the glass. Let's take a look at you. Now, if I am right, these will have mineral oil in the lens portion. There's still one more there. There's our yoke. like I said, I have 3 yokes. They'll be smaller, but ooh, nice springs. And in fact, it looks like I opened the one because I see it leaking. Yep. I shall be back. Yeah, I got a problem with this too because it's not going to be able to reach. I'm going to have to go downstairs again and find an extender because my drill will not get into that spot. Nope, that's not doing it either. So I'm going to need to find a ratchet. What are you doing? Huh? Hope you didn't drink any of that. I washed it off the pavement as soon as I could. Stop. What are you guys doing? Out of my way. Come on, move. On the bright side, this is supposed to be just mineral oil, so shouldn't be an issue. Oh, that screw is how you drain it. Haha. I haven't undone this one yet. There's actually a lot of mineral oil in there too. But seeing that, I know that I can take this guy off without any danger. shall be steel. Now the this piece should be aluminum. That is plastic. Is it plastic? Yeah, it's plastic. Interesting little domes though. I might hold on to those for now. See what else we come up with them. And I think this is going to be pretty much it for the breakdown. And we'll pick it up inside to finish up the looking through everything and pulling the components we want off of it. That one feels more like glass. But nope, it's plastic too. So we got a clear dome, a yellow dome, and a red dome. And about half the oil's out. I know it feels like plastic. Hey. Oh, that's got that on it. That would have made that drain quicker. So a good bit of mineral oil in it. Okay, so we got 3 lenses, 3 small tubes, 3 domes, clear, greenish yellow and red, 3 yolks, small yolks, but we'll take them. 3 more of these guys. This is all plastic. 3 cast aluminum, couple speakers, and all the boards that we pulled. Power board, you know, some decent items on here. We'll take it apart downstairs. This board's got some decent aluminum heat sinks on it, whatnot. Couple chips, and that's about it. Couple more chips, not sure what that guy is. We'll have to take a look. We'll have to get this back plate off. There's at least a flat pack in there I can see. Not sure if you can see that in there or not. There's flat packs. We'll have to get this off, which we just need a pair of pliers to get those 2 little screws off. Then we can pop that off. This little board, just some transistors and some resin dipped items. This guy will have our buttons, so it does look like we'll have a few of those. That's all plastic now. So this part, we'll have our buttons on it. So silver recovery there. Input outputs, a couple LEDs, and a IR receiver for the remote control. Plastic for you. We've looked at you. We've looked at you. Let's go ahead and pop these screws off and get this piece of steel off. And of course, we have the big board here, which will definitely have some good stuff on it too. This will be copper bearing, this will be copper bearing, these are copper bearing. I'm sure there is a crystal oscillator on here somewhere. And of course, my wire is getting hooked on it. I'm not seeing it right away. So it might be under here or under here. So I'll have to look at it once I'm downstairs. I'm going to clean up here and then we'll reconvene downstairs. Have a good one.